Well, Sony just had their latest state of play, and overall, I would say it was surprisingly good. Like, it started off pretty weak, but as it progressed, it got better and better and better. And it was actually, I wasn't expecting much, especially from the first few trailers. It was like, oh, I don't care about this. Oh, they're showing this again. Oh, they're showing Resident Evil 9 again, 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 again. Showing other stuff I don't really care about. And it's just very low impressions going in. But yeah, again, surprisingly good. So let's just get right into it. I'm just going to talk about all the stuff shown and how I felt about all of it. They start off with a sequel to Kena Bridge of Spirits, I think it was called back when it came out a few years ago. It's a game it looked interesting when I started looking at it, but I didn't really play much of it. But I'd like to go back to it at some point. Nothing against it, it didn't grab me at the time. Maybe this time I'll go back to it. Yeah, they have a sequel, Kena Scars of Cosmora. It's supposed to be bigger, better, more intricate combat, better stuff with all just better in every way apparently. I might play it. It depends if I go back to the first game at some point first, but looks cool. Coming sometime in 2026. No specific release date, which is surprisingly common considering how many games are labeled for 2026, but I guess it's only February, so. On March 10th, we have Ghost of Yotei Legends, which is, I think, some multiplayer stuff. At least that's what was in Ghost of Tsushima. Personally, don't really care that much. I don't care about Ghost of Yotei. I'm kind of burnt out on Sony exclusive PlayStation Studio sequels after other things, but I won't go into it now. So, for people who liked it, great. I just can't bring myself to care about any of this right now. Death Stranding 2 on the Beach is coming to PC, so this is a lot why I was like started off negatively towards like, oh, a game coming to PC, yay, oh, DLC for something I don't care about, or a sequel for a game I didn't really have a huge into, whatever. But it starts to pick up from here. Four Loop is a game that continued my negativity at the start. I thought, oh, the name Four Loop and just some of the gameplay at the start, this instantly just made me think, okay, this is gonna be a terrible show, isn't it? But the more I watched this game, the more fascinating it actually looked to me. It's like a four-player co-op game where you fight these really crazy monsters, and like you start in a place and you have multiple choices where to go next. You'll go there, then you go to another place, and you'll branch out. They show off like stuff that you throw at an enemy, it just warps them. I think you do it on players too, because they said you throw it at somebody, so who knows? It seems to warp them to a random place. I don't know if that's like confined to where you are, or if you can warp to another loop. Like if you are in part one and could you go like down here, up here, down here? It's like, oh, there's the enemy I teleported 4 rounds ago. They show off a cool boss with this massive fucking cube, like Rubik's Cube kind of thing. It just, the maps, the locations, the gameplay sometimes, the bosses, all, and even just general enemy design looks fucking incredible. This one, I've never went from so like low, just like, oh, don't really care, and just like consistently up. I've had a lot of trailers like, wow, this looks really, oh, it sucks. It was a reverse. This looks fucking incredible. Co-op exclusive games, which I'm not sure if it is or if you can play with AI, but the co-op focus games are usually not something I'm just sucked in by. This is a big exception. It looks. I'm actually looking forward to seeing more of this. I will keep my eye on it very well. After this, we're at the part where I started closing my eyes for a while because they showed us something Pragmata, which is a game I know I'm getting. I don't want to see more of it. I've seen enough. I've seen plenty. So I'd start kind of like, ah, la la. It's coming April 24th. There's a demo available now, and pretty much everything is coming on. So if I wanted more, I could easily get more. I don't. I can't wait. It's my second most anticipated game at the current time. Then similarly, they showed off Resident Evil 9 Requiem. Again, I don't want to see any of this, but I did like open my eyes just towards the end where he's opening the door to the police station from 2 because you're back in Raccoon City in this game. That's pretty much all I know about it, and it got me. I was like, oh my god, it's the place. I'm not really like a huge fan of 2 compared to most people. It's not like my big game, but oh, the end of this trailer got me so much more excited than I was, and I'm looking forward to it. It's coming out like February 27th. 15 days. 2 fucking weeks. God, I'm looking forward to this. It actually looks like it could be. I'm really hoping this is good. The third Resident Evil in like a string of them, it doesn't always go well, but we can hope. Legacy of Kain Remastered was shown next, and it's not a game I've ever played or know much about. But over the years, I've heard it mentioned so many times. I know a lot of people are looking forward to a remaster for this for years. Will I get it? Who knows? It doesn't look like something that fascinates me by any stretch, but it doesn't look bad either, so We'll see. It's coming on March 3rd, so not a long wait. What, 3 weeks? I don't know what's coming out in March yet, so that'll kind of decide a lot if I get it or not. After that, they show like an anime style tactical RPG, which I suck at these kind of games, so it takes a lot to give me any interest in these, so it probably won't be something I'll pick up. But it's called Brigadine Abyss. It looks interesting. I'll keep a little eye on it. It could keep me interested. I doubt it, but you never know. Coming sometime 2026 again. Dead or Alive 6 is getting a remaster, definitive edition, updated version for PS5. I don't even know what that came out on. It's been a while. I just remember a lot of controversy with the DLC. Wasn't like $1,000 worth of like cosmetics and shit in that game. God. That's coming June 25th, and it's the 30th anniversary, so maybe we'll get something more interesting. Maybe. No volleyball game, unfortunately. Maybe next time. Next time. we, Next time. We'll keep hoping. Everyone's asking like, where's Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3 and Kingdom Hearts 4 in the chat? Nobody's asking for the volleyball. Next time. Shop more Control Resonant. I'm not interested. I tried Control. The map was a disaster. So it pulled me out a lot. Never a game or like a company I've been that interested in. Alan Wake did nothing for me. But I know this game has these games in general have their very passionate fan base. I get that. So hope this lives up to the years of waiting for a Control sequel. Looks just as wacky and nonsensical as the last one, if not more. Crimson Moon looks like a third-person hack and slashy style game, very similar, like in the style. Kind of looks like of something like Darksiders, God of War, that kind of thing. More Darksiders, but looks cool enough, I guess. It's probably one of those games I'd play if it was on PlayStation Plus. But other than that, looks fine. Looks like your average like early PS3 hack and slashy game. On August 4th, which is actually uh, sooner than I expected. I'm not sure if this is a new release date, but Beast of Reincarnation, the newest game by Game Freak. I don't know the last time they worked on something that wasn't Pokemon. I don't know if there's anything, nothing that I can instantly speak of or think of, but there's that hope that all of the lack of creativity and fun and effort and polish and care that's been lacking in Pokemon recently will come into this. We'll see. It looks really fun though. It looks like a really fun hack and slash style game. A lot of nature stuff going on. Looks fun. Looks wacky. Looks almost like something like Stellar Blade, but hopefully even better. It looks cool. That's all I can say right now. I haven't looked at it too much because again, they did a huge deep dive a couple of weeks back. I saw that. I don't need to see more. I know I'm in. Whether it be a day one purchase or not, it could go either way. But Game Freak has me genuinely interested in something for the first time in like 10 years. Gotta give them that. They're releasing a Rayman 1 remaster, which like multiple versions, similar like what the Konami collection and stuff would do, where you have like the Game Boy version, the PS1 version, whatever. I don't know if there's a Game Boy version, but digital version out like tomorrow, physical edition coming in June. Just multiple version of Rayman 1. Cool. Depending on the price, because it is a remaster of one game that they have done before, so we'll see. Even if there's multiple versions of it, hopefully it won't be too crazy. Mina the Hollower, the newest game from the people who made Shovel Knight, which I think it's safe to say is at least, if not solely, very strongly responsible for like the huge indie retro craze we've had going on for the longest time. I think it's safe to say they were hugely influential in that. And their newest similar style game is coming next. Demo tomorrow. I've never actually played Shovel Knight, shockingly. I have to at some point. I need to go back at some stage. It's practically retro at this stage, but yeah, you play as a rat. What I think. Sorry if that was insensitive. On the 19th of this month, we have Neva Prologue. That's the game I think it was like last year, the year before it came out. I think it's like a full out kind of Metroidvania. One of those hard, one of those like side scrolling Metroidvania style games. And I didn't play it. Don't have a huge interest in it, but I'm not even sure how it did. Was it it was obviously at least successful enough to have a prologue thing coming out, so cool. Not sure how big it is, how long it is, how anything about it, but yeah. Hopefully it won't be a similar feeling to that other prequel that will be mentioned later. Coming 2027, we have Yako Shinobi Ops, which looks like a co-op tactical top-down isometric stealthy game. It's hard to say if I'm interested in this or not. Trailer looks like it could be fun. I actually have been missing a good stealth game. I've been thinking about a lot lately how I would like a really good stealthy experience where like not even that you have to do a stealthy, but like, the best way to do is just sneak around, picking people off one at a time. I miss games like Far Cry where that was the most fun part. Even in six, which was not great, the most fun part was trying to get on with outposts, just taking out people one by one. I need another game like that. I need a good stealth game. More on that later. One of the most mixed I am in a game in this whole show, probably the most mixed I've been on a game in a while. Project Windless. It kind of has like a mix of a open hack and slashy style game mixed with like a Muso game, which if you don't know the games where you go to room killing like hundreds of enemies in a room, they can swarm around you and you're like Dynasty Warriors style, getting rid of them all in one hit. Not a huge game or genre I usually get into. I played the One Piece one because I love One Piece and that was fun, but they're not usually the kind of thing that will draw me in or hype me up or even grab my interest much. But this one actually looks fun because it has more of a like open third person hack and slashy vibe to it instead of like a top down just usual look to it. Anything else I'm missing about this game that should be important? Oh yeah, you play as a giant chicken. Probably should have mentioned that earlier, huh? But yeah, I don't know if I'm interested in this or not that much, but it's one I'll definitely keep an eye on, and I need to see more gameplay, more unedited, start to finish of a level gameplay. Once I see that, it will definitely say a lot, but yeah, actually, it has my interest. It has my eye. Show off more Star Wars Galactic Racers, which was shown a bit at the Game Awards. It's pod racing, I think. I haven't seen Star Wars. Coming sometime this year. I know a lot of people are definitely interested in this. I could see myself getting in it maybe. I don't know. I have no passion for Star Wars. I don't have a good I don't love racing games, but again, like with the stealth thing, I have been wanting a good racing game lately. I've been thinking about it. This could be the one. Show more of 007 First Light, which if James Bond prequel thing, a lot of people are upset about. Oh, he's too young to be. Oh, fuck off. But again, I've never seen a James Bond movie. This looks more like a fun, like Uncharted Hitman mix. When I was making my top 10 years, I'm excited for next year. This was not on the list, but it would have been if it was a top 11, it would have been. It was like just barely not there. Hope I can scratch the Uncharted itch because there hasn't been a game like that in a while, I feel like. So I'll definitely get it. I'll definitely pick this up. Probably day one. Depends what else is coming out around that time. And it's coming May 27th, so not long to wait. Hope they release a demo. If they release a demo of this, that could be great for me, actually. I hope they do. Out of all the games, like, I know I was saying for like months I played a Pragmata demo if it comes out, but it's so close to release it, I didn't even bother. But this is one I would absolutely, because this is more on the fence for. I'm not 100% sure I want to get it, but if they release a demo, guaranteed to try it out. And then Konami came out fucking swinging. They just came out and was like, yeah, let's just show, let's just make ourselves look good for for once. Hopefully. It's kind of funny because like many people know Konami from their being there on the start of the PS1. It's like, yeah, they know you for a lot of other things too, less positive things. I don't know. Is Konami like in their redemption time? Have they reached that yet? Have they gotten over the shadow of the whole Kojima thing of Metal Gear Survive? Are they like Capcom where they're good now, or are we still on the fence? I'm genuinely not sure. First of all, Metal Gear Solid Collection 2. Featuring Metal Gear Solid 4, not on the PS3, like getting out of being trapped on the PS3 for the first time. And that's like a 2008 game. This was before trophies were a thing. They had trophies in later. That's how like early this is. But it's back. And of course, Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker's on this too. Not as exciting for people who had already got the collection back when it came out because I got on PS3, so cool, I guess. But 4, definitely more exciting. Probably less exciting for people who still haven't played or PS3, but right at the end where I was like, oh, I hope they have a collection 3, Metal Gear Acid, Portable Ops, that one Game Boy Color game, what's it called? And then right on the screen, also includes Ghost of Babel, which is the Game Boy Color game. Yes, there's a Game Boy Color game for those who didn't know. I played back in the day, like when I first got access to emulators, probably like 15 years ago, so I don't remember anything about it. I look forward to this. Genuinely more excited for that than any of the other two. Anyone who hasn't played Peace Walker, incredible game. Genuinely a contender for my top game. Between that and Metal Gear Solid 2, it's a tough choice, but it's an incredible game. Everyone loves Snake Eater from 3, that song. Heaven's Divide from Peace Walker, genuinely one of the greatest songs in the franchise. I think it's better than Snake Eater. It might be like just one of the best video game songs ever, especially when it comes up and you're fighting the chopper and it just starts slowly peeking in and just gets louder and louder. Genuinely one of my greatest like gaming moments ever. One of my like highlights my memories. So Peace Walker is fucking incredible. Genuinely, like, oh, such a great game. Everyone should try it if they haven't. And that's come out on the 22nd of August, 27th of August. They're also like doing a little update to the first collection. They're like smoothing things out, widescreen support and shit like that. So more updates for that. After that, they showed off a Darwin's Paradox again. This was shown off. I don't even know how long ago. It was quite a while. It always looked like it could be really interesting. I don't know much. It seems like it kind of reminds me of something like Limbo in a way. It's like a side scrolling, I think sometimes stealthy, platforming, puzzly kind of game. More slow paced. It's apparently going to what's the word they use? In honor of Metal Gear Solid, so I'm not sure if that's for the demo that's coming out or if it's just the whole game, it's just a level. The game's coming April 2nd, demo tomorrow. I might check it out. I don't know. Let's see. The demo. I'll definitely be checking out the game or something because it actually does look really fun. At the start, it was just like, maybe this looks like it could be fun. Now I'm fully in. It looks really good. For the 40th anniversary of Castlevania, which is. I wonder how that feels for people who played it like right when it came out. That's one of those definitely feeling old moments. Jeez, 40. I only played the first Castlevania and like one or two over the years. I probably touched for a few minutes. I played like the 3D one. There was one in the DS. I never got hugely into them. I finished the first one, but I think I cheated. On an emulator. Hit the enemy. Save state. I was less honourable back then. But yeah, Castlevania Belmont's Curse has very like modern side scrolly hack and slash look to it. If you probably know what I mean. How so many side scrollers they have that same look. I can't fully explain it in words, but it has that look. I probably won't pick it up, but for people who like these kind of games more, hope it's good. Castlevania has quite the legacy. Silent Hill Townfall was showing off next because like again, Konami just showing everything. They're also having another transmission or stream out tomorrow. Transmission. I think that's what they're calling it. But yeah, supposed to be here tomorrow for show off more. It's a first person Silent Hill game. The monsters look appropriately terrifying. The combat looks like it isn't dog shit when there's more than one enemy, hopefully, because Silent Hill F, the combat was fine when you're fighting one thing, but when you're fighting two, it was a disaster. Hopefully this will be better, because I don't know, F was a mixed game for me. Very mixed. They're supposed to be committing to releasing one Silent Hill a year, so we'll see how that goes. That's why I'm still kind of nervous about Konami. I'm not sure if they're good yet again. I know they've had their great moments, but most of it has been from remasters and remakes, so we'll see. Rev Noir is the next Konami game again. It's a very kind of anime like JRPG inspired game, and I don't know. It definitely has my interest. The characters look cool. The world looks fun. It looks like they have like cool towns and cities going on. But even the combat looks decent. But I don't know. It's hard to explain. There's just something. Like I said, it definitely has my interest. But there's something. There's something off that makes me a little bit feel like this isn't going to be the best. But hopefully I'm wrong, because it's definitely one of the most like the big highlights of the show. And I mean, the Konami list here. This looks like what they would show at the end of a state of play for all of their games. They have a lot coming. And all of it looks at least decent. Weird times. They showed off a John Wick game that looks a little bit better than the last John Wick game they had. Just a little bit. It actually looks fun. The combat really reminds me of Uncharted 3's combat somehow, which how much will that carry a full game? Because they didn't show any like much gunplay except for like you're fighting like melee and then you shoot from behind you or something. So I don't know what it's going to be. I love John Wick. Who doesn't? So it's another one I'll definitely keep my eye on. But I need to see more. I need to see more like unedited level, start a level to end a level gameplay, something like that. And then we got to a moment where I was like, please, please don't let this be the end of the show. Because if you end this fucking show with marathon, it's going to be like a wet fart at the end of a really good meal. It's coming like, what? It's launching on March 5th. Again, 3 weeks. It's the same date as something else in the show. I can't remember what it was, but I don't give a fuck about marathon. I'll be honest. I tried Destiny back in the day. It did nothing for me, so I really don't care. And I know a lot of people are very mixed on this too, saying it doesn't look good, but that's just people who like those games better. I don't care. So I really am thankful this wasn't the end, because it would have been such a shit way to end things out for me. Even if it was a game I was interested in, showing off a game that was like, it's coming out in 3 weeks at the end of a show like this, it would really be disappointing for me. And it had to be one of those ones where it's like, oh, we're done showing the trailer, let's talk about it for 5 minutes. I do look forward to seeing how it comes out though. That's all I'll give it that. Coming to PlayStation Plus soon, Spider-Man 2, a game I think was the end of my Sony exclusive sequel PlayStation Studios interest for a while. That's kind of the one that was like the final nail in the coffin of that. I did not like that game. Coming February 20 or 17th, so for anyone who hasn't played it yet but is interested, there you go. Coming in March, Tekken 5 slash Dark Resurrection. This one makes me happy. I hope they have trophy support and it's not like Tekken 3 and 2 when they release it. Just, come on. It's PlayStation 5. Every game has had trophies for like the last 20 fucking years. Come on. Stop being lazy and just put them in. Stop releasing. No. Put in trophies. Because this was like the Tekken game that really, like, it introduced my favourite character, which is Lily. She's been my main since Tekken 5 on the PSP. That's a long fucking time ago. In all the Tekken games I've played since, if she's in it, that's it. Once she is shown in the trailer, I was like, yep, I'm probably getting this, because I don't care any other character. Who cares? I'll play as them, I'll have fun with them, but if Lily's not in it, zero interest. And this was the one. Even like, I remember looking at the cover art and like, yep, she's gonna be my main. I'm gonna like using her, and it's safe to say I did. If they have trophy support, I can't wait to pick this up. If they don't, I'll probably play it for a while. They also have Time Crisis on PS1 coming to PlayStation Plus, so I've never played it. Apparently, you have like the motion support, so apparently you probably go like, which I'm not sure how that's going to work out well, but I look forward to it. I'll probably try it out. It's one of those like on kind of games. And that's coming in May, which is quite a while off for a PlayStation Plus game. It feels like like a weird thing to do, but yeah. Then they showed off the Big Walk, which I'm not even sure what it is. You have a bunch of like penguin Lego creatures, and they squeak at each other. You can hold up signs, tell people like what happened, and give them communication. You fell down a hole. Yeah, that's what players are going to write to each other. That it's gonna be it's gonna be all nice like that. I give the game 2 minutes until it's released. After it's released, before somebody draws a dick and balls on that thing. So I wonder if it's going to be like a pre-selected set of words you can use, or yeah, also come to PlayStation Plus sometime this year. Could be fun. Could be nothing. I have no idea. Then they show off some of Saros, which is it's coming April 30th, and I know the game has its fans. It's like Returnal was a huge game at the start of the PlayStation 5, but I never played it. It's another one. I was like, please don't let this be the end of the show, because I really don't care. Again, all the love. I haven't. I know it definitely carried a lot of the early PS5, but it's just not for me. And again, for a game coming really soon, it'd be a shit way to end the show. And I really expect it, because it is a big game in a lot of ways. I was really hoping it wouldn't be the end, but thankfully it wasn't. A reveal actually annoyed me a little bit, because they were showing off like fun animated cutscene screenshots, and for a second I thought it was going like a new anime game, no JRPG or something. For a brief second, I don't know why, the way the cars were moving, I was like, no way they're showing Persona 6. Something did the animation just remind me of for a second. I was like lying back watching, just like chilling away, and it's like, do you think no, it's not. It's Tokon Fighting Souls, the Marvel upcoming fighting game. I'm not going to be playing any fighting games. My blood pressure just I'll play Tekken. I enjoy Tekken. I don't think I should pick up fighting games anymore. They're bad for my blood pressure. Yeah, it looks cool. Animations look fun. Fighting looks cool, fun and flashy. I know a lot of people are way more excited for this than I am, but yeah. it's just at a point where maybe it's because of my lack of interest in like big knowledge in fighting games. It's like, what can you really show that hasn't been like for anyone who has is interested in this game? Please let me know. Does this trailer do anything more for you or give you anything more than any other one shown off? Like, is there anyone who was on the fence and was like, oh, this is the one to convince? Because as far as I'm concerned, they've shown the exact same trailer. But yeah, it's coming August 6th, so I just don't know what more they can do by showing it. That's all. But then to actually finish things off, two last reveals. One that I'm. Both that actually that I'm mixed on. 1, 2, and 3. The God of War trilogy remake coming soon. I'm not sure what they mean by remake. Full on ground up remake. Do they mean a Last of Us 1 remake? Where they add in a couple of levels and the game looks a bit nicer? Is it like, is it going to be an actual full on ground up remake or a glorified remaster? We'll see when eventually they show it off, I guess. I have my reservations. I've been very like God of War 4 when it came out. My friend loved it, like what possibly favorite game in the world. I thought it was like a fine 6 out of 10 game. And then Ragnarok came out, and I was like, wow, wow. Maybe I was too hard on God of War 4. It's another one of those like big Sony exclusive sequels that dropped the ball for me. I think God of War Ragnarok. Oh, I couldn't even finish it. Like, it's a hard game to get through. Nobody ever shuts the fuck up. Is the remake going to be like that? Are they going to have like a partner with you who's going to never stop yapping in your ear? Are you going to see a puzzle and creator's going to go, maybe I can do this and that, and he's going to force hints down your throat because they're too fucking lazy to remove that crap? Because they have to appeal to the stupidest people and they're not even going to let you have the option to not do that? Is it going to be like the Ragnarok where they have the forced hints and after 2 years it comes out on PC and slightly removes it, and then one guy, and then like 2 weeks later, one guy with no funding in his spare time will come along and do it better? When that kind of stuff happens, it makes me hard to be excited for a new God of War. When one guy alone can do better in 2 weeks than an entire big budget studio can do in 2 years, that was a big one. That was just a big drop in hype for Santa Monica. Hopefully, they don't ruin the trilogy, but yeah. Maybe this is more exciting for people who never played them or like don't have them on PS3 or don't have their PS3. I still do, so I'll keep an eye on it, but my expectations are low. And then they showed off a prequel game, a side-scrolling hack and slashy game. When you play as young Kratos before any of the god stuff going on, I think it's like 14 by the looks of it. I don't know why. There's a weird part of me thought I'd go into the store and I'd see free to play. It's like €30. It looks cool and all, but it not enough for me to want to spend that much on it right now. Maybe at some point, but yeah, it was a shadow drop. Maybe somebody else will have good things to say about it. I'll see how that goes. It's not a huge grab. God of War really has lost a lot of interest for me. But still, even though I don't have a ton of interest in God of War right now, hopefully it will change my mind. And even as somebody who has less interest, it was a decent way to end the show. I know a lot of people are going to be fucking hyped for this. So, oh, I don't know. I want to be more excited for it. I hope they don't fuck it up, but I just have so little hope for them right now. But yeah, overall, I think it was a really good show. Like from after Resident Evil Requiem, which again I'm excited for, but I don't want to see any more of. All the way up to like whatever was before Marathon. I think this was an incredible show. One of the best state of plays in ages, maybe ever. And knowing my track record with these, because I loved it, it's going to be one of the lowest rated for other people, isn't it? Everybody else is going to be like, oh, what a terrible show. 2 out of 10, 3 out of 10, garbage. The last one was better, because that's usually how it goes for these. I love it. Everyone else is like, wow, worst show in a while. I think, wow, that was terrible. Oh, boring. Everyone says like 8 out of 10. Wow, fantastic. So maybe this will be the one. I genuinely think this could be the one where it's like, I love it, and so do other people. Maybe for once. If I'm going to give it a rating, I give it an 8. I think it was really good. I expected to come into this and come up with like, yep, 4 out of 10, whatever. Because the way it started wasn't great, but whew, what a consistent upward trajectory and then a bit down at the end. But yeah, if they'd thrown Marathon and Saros into like the beginning, it would have been a consistent upwards trajectory. Yeah, let me know what you would give it out of 10, what stuff you're interested in here, what you loved, what you hated. But I thought it was fantastic. I hope other people are in agreement because it's never happened. What a show. Konami looked good. Capcom looked great. If I was like my top, like number one out of the show, all new stuff. It's kind of I kind of blend into my head, but Rev Noir looks like the most like potentially interesting. I hope it's good. But yeah, let me know again what you thought, and as always, see you for the next one. The next one of these, I genuinely think we're right now from this point on, we're at that stage where Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3 could show up. Any show after this, I'm expecting it. Which would and when that does show up, instantly it's going to add like 3 points. Can't wait. We're in a good time. It's going. I think it's going to be a good year. It actually looks like it could be really fun. Yeah. See you then.